My name is Filippo Tagliati. I'm an associate professor here at the Grand Rapids Community College, where I teach photography and video. A few months before the ArtPrize start, the chief curator of Site Lab, Paul Menta, contacted me and was asking me if I was interested to make a project with Site Lab for 2015, and at the beginning say, okay, well, what we're talking about here, because I know it's not the usual place, it's not like a museum, it's not like where just a wall where you hang your pictures. So I walk around the neighborhood with Paul Menta. We look all the houses and buildings. It was a very unique location because you just see pretty much like, abandoned churches or abandoned houses, and you try to think of what could it be. An art project. So I was very intrigued by the challenge, and I accepted it. In 1945 there was a fire, and eventually the second floor of the building was destroyed. They abandoned the church, they built another church next to. The conditions inside were incredible. Just imagine like a building not being used for more than 20 years, but with a lot of objects and items still left on the same place. We couldn't use the interior of the building. So I decided it would be very interesting to kind of wrap a side of the building with a series of pictures that I create inside the building. So I went inside the building, I started shooting multiple days, I started creating my composite, and I create like a very long panorama of the interior of the place. And we printed this one in one of the biggest billboards, for sure for me, but also for the company helped me out with the whole project. It was 86 feet long by 14 feet high. I also want to give an idea about the history of the place, so I let one of the side door open so people could go inside just for a few feet because it was too dangerous. So this is the last major project that I made. It lasted a few months of preparation, of course the 3 weeks of ArtPrize, and then the installation stayed 1 month even after the ArtPrize. But this is just one of the latest projects that I made, and actually this is my third ArtPrize entry. So I did two previous one again with Site Lab and another one with a bank. I found the ArtPrize experience, great experience, quite stressful in the sense that by the time you work with such a big project, there is a lot of things that you have to consider. You have to involve other people. The scale of those projects is not something just that I can accomplish by myself. I start need to some stuff you need to outsource. It's not that I can print, for example, a billboard by myself. The piece that I'm most proud of is the one that I still have to make. Once your project is done, of course you're extremely happy. You wait for the public to the response, but in some sense it's done. So you try to move immediately next. So what are you gonna do next? I would suggest anyone at any level to do it. So it doesn't matter like if you are a professional artist or if you're just a student that you just start. It's very important that you go out there and show your work. You will build your own audience. Of course, you start with a smaller scale, in a smaller place, and then eventually you kind of growing. But the growth happen only if you produce the work. And so I strongly recommend it to anyone that has some art interest to enter the competition.